crushing it Wednesday. They feeling undefeated. Queens of the ring like Christine is. If you get in the ring with Christina, you might catch a beating. Just tune in, you gon' have to see it. Stand up if you with us, if not to be seated. You seen them in every arena. Eddie and Nika, who really got something to fight for. Everybody saying they're the GOAT. Who the one to slay the Chupacabra? Your favorite girls.
Hi everybody. We're we're one down for now. Christine should be on any minute, so we're running a little bit behind, but we're gonna roll with the punches. We have a guest coming on, Jeremiah Milton, so he should be on a little bit too. So maybe I should have started when he came on, but let's see. Let's see if I could just wait for Christine. Hopefully she hops on. I didn't really want to be on here by myself until she hopped on, or he. Yeah. Wait till some people come in. Maybe I can chat with the chat. All right. Hello. How you doing tonight? The podcast by Mata. Just waiting for my partner Christine, and then our guest should be coming on pretty soon. I don't have anything to talk about by myself, so I'm waiting for her to hop on. Let's see what's new in boxing right now. Well, next week is the Loma and Haney fight, so I guess we'll talk about that a little bit more. Hey Iceman, how you doing? I'm good. I'm good. Just waiting for my girl. So, just waiting for some more people to trickle in. Maybe you guys have some questions you want to shoot off while I'm waiting for her. Because I really don't have anything to talk about when I'm by myself. So, let's see. I wish I could play like music clips and stuff like that, because what time is it? 9. Okay, so the guest should be on maybe like in the next 2 minutes or so. So, I'm just gonna turn the camera off until he comes on. Let's see. Devin the Hugger Haney. Wow. You starting early, Iceman. Oh, yeah, that's who's fighting this weekend. I was like, there's a fight this weekend. I cannot remember who it is, but it's freaking Rolly. Oh, my God. I am going to watch it, yes, because I am a boxing fan. I'm not a boxer fan. I'm a boxing fan. You know what? I need to make that into a slogan. So, yes, I will be watching the fight, even though I cannot stand Rolly, but he is, like, I guess, an entertaining fighter as far as like the shit talking and stuff like that. He's can't believe he's grabbing a belt for a lot of these other people. So yes, do you guys think that's actually gonna be like an actual competitive fight between Rolly and his opponents? Because I can't even remember who his original opponent was at first for that fight. So, Iceman, you think Devin's just gonna be hugging all night? Well, this is gonna be an interesting fight. We're getting a lot of fights this year so far. Can't really complain. We already have Ryan and Tank, so it's only May, and we're getting all these fights. So maybe we'll be lucky enough to get one more fight that we've been waiting on. So, yeah, hopefully the guests will come on soon. Or Christine comes on soon. I should have just went live when everybody was on, because it is kind of like crazy up here. He's fighting Barroso. Yeah, but it's like, I think I saw Ella B on Twitter going at it with I want to say it was Calix Boxing from with D Style. They have that show, Hispanics Causing Panic, um, and he was talking shit because he was saying, "Oh, this is a horrible main card," and LB was gonna take up for his fighter. So jab, run, and then hug when Lomachenko gets inside. Yeah, but when Lomachenko had his fight with Jermaine Ortiz and Haney came into the ring after the fight and he stood next to Lomachenko, like the height difference and the size difference of their body frame was night and day. So I don't know if he really needs to run. So that's kind of like a bold statement because he's the bigger fighter. But what do you got to run for? It's your opinion, Iceman. And you started early with the shit talking. So if Lomachenko, inside, yes, I was like, damn, they don't look like they're in the same weight class at all. Like Haney's frame looks like it's twice the size of Lomachenko. Just his style, yeah. But I feel like people have criticized him Haney so much that I feel like he's gonna try to make a statement with this fight. We shall see. I'm excited about it. So then we'll see what happens with whoever wins that fight. Who's gonna get called out next, and what fight's gonna be made after, this Lomachenko and Haney fight. Who would y'all like to see if Lomachenko was to happen to win? Who would y'all want to see him fight next? Shakur, is that the plan for Top Rank, which I think it is. So, let's see. He was all in black to make himself look smaller. He didn't look small though. He did not. He did not look small. That's the thing. I don't care. He could have. He was all in black, but he still looked huge next to Lomachenko. Yeah. There's so many good fights to make after this fight, and I don't want nobody making excuses. Just make these fights. I'm tired of people holding on to their O's. You gotta just gotta fight, man. Just gotta fight. So, yeah, we gotta. That's definitely a great division with a lot of good fights that can be made. So, all right. We have our guest here. He's all right.
Hey,
Hi, how you doing?
yo, I'm good. Let me see. I'll turn the camera on.
So Christine should be here probably like in the next 5 minutes or so. So I'm gonna introduce myself. My name is Micah. This is Women Crushing It Wednesdays, and you are Jeremiah Dreamland Milton. But do you want to introduce yourself to the audience? You are 9-0, and I do know that. So, but I don't know if you have like an entrance or like a spiel that you like to do when you get on a podcast, like yo, it's Jeremiah Milton. I don't know,
Okay, go ahead. Hey, what's happening, baby? It's Jeremiah Dreamland Milton, professional heavyweight, 9-0, currently living in Las Vegas, Nevada, waiting for the next date. Stay tuned.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. So you're fighting out of Vegas, but I saw that you're actually from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
That's it, Black Wall Street.
Okay, and I feel like that's like in the middle of nowhere.
Dang! What? So are y'all in Texas?
No, I'm actually in Miami now, but I'm from New York. But I've been to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and it's like in the boonies. So the Tulsa and Vegas is night and day.
Oh yeah, it's definitely night and day. Like I've been out here for like 4 years now out here in Las Vegas. But like I say, originally from Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street, born and raised. That was a big transition for me, especially just the pace, yo. Like,
I know.
Nothing. Yeah.
I know. So I know there cannot be too much happening in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Is that why you got into boxing, or?
No, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? I think like we be out. Come on, you gotta stop throwing shade on the city. Yeah, I think I think a place like that, it builds like scrappers though, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a like a fighting atmosphere out there, you know. People just, you know what I'm saying, kind of like a, you know, proving themselves daily. I would say that kind of could have been one of the things that lead me to boxing. But yeah, for the most part, you know, I was like the only boxer out there, yeah, because it's not like a big boxing state. I mean, very
Yeah,
little.
I was gonna ask you like, who else is there's a boxer, a professional boxer that's from Tulsa. I can't really think of one.
Hey, you talking
No?
to the man right now, right now.
Okay, all right, so then you the man, then you the man.
I'm holding it down now. We've had some guys. We've had you know, like a James Quick Tillis, and you know, back in the day, we also had Alan Graham. He did good for the city. But you know, a lot of guys that, you know what I'm saying, have been on that level, fought some names. But you know, hopefully we get a world champ, and hopefully I can make that
You
happen.
can make that happen, yeah. So you are 9-0. So how do you feel about boxers who don't want to make fights because they're scared to lose their O? I don't think that's the situation with you, but you know.
No. You know, I'll be ready to get it down. You know what I'm saying? You know, you have things that happen as far as like sometimes it be on the fighters, sometimes it be the teams not allowing certain fights to happen. Boxing, we in a state of like where we need these fights. We need people to talk about these fights. Like we just had Ryan Garcia and Tank, you
Yes, that
know?
was great.
Yeah.
I'm glad that, Ryan stepped up to, because come on, let's be real. Like getting in the ring with Tank is not an easy task. And he wasn't scared to lose his O. So, I really wish that wasn't a big thing, but I really do think fans, I don't know, maybe casuals, I don't know. They make losing an O a big thing, but I don't think that ends a career of a fighter. So many
No,
champions who have losses on their
yeah.
record. So
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's become so much of a business where people are just trying to cash out now. Um, you know, that people don't want to take those risks. And I mean, I think if you put on great fights, you'll be remembered. Like Sean Porter, you know what
hmm
I'm saying? One of my favorite fighters. He had a few losses, you know what I'm saying? Quite a few losses actually. But he was never defined in those losses. You know, he always come back and he'll bring the fight every time. He was the same Sean. Uh, so yeah, I think, you know what I'm saying, boxing could deal with some of these big fights being made. They need to make these fights.
yeah, it's just I'm glad you brought up Sean Porter because even though he has losses on his record, like even if he was to say tomorrow that he's gonna fight somebody, we would all tune in.
Yeah,
Like he's
yeah,
so losses do
Sean,
not
what?
make a fighter. So
Yeah.
I know the Top Rank has had a couple of fights in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Have you fought on any of those cards in actual Tulsa?
Oh no, yeah. So that's like that was my first ESPN card where I had the
Okay.
viral knockout and dude was
Oh yeah,
frozen,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. That was
Yeah,
in Tulsa. Okay,
that
okay,
was that
yeah.
was my
I actually watched it, but I didn't know it was in Tulsa.
yeah. That was my city. You know, I fought 4 times back at home now, and like I said, anytime I fight at home, even if I'm on the undercard, like that's my show. You feel me? Like
Yeah,
the crowd, the people, the love. A few professional fighters ever get an opportunity to fight in their hometown, so I'm
yeah. So
grateful for that.
and knock people out the way you did.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was
definitely.
that's definitely a statement to make in your hometown. So like what? Well, you say you're waiting for a date, but what is your plan to the on your road to the champ to be a champion? Like, who do you see? Who do you think you need to call out, or like align yourself to create a fight that will make you a champion?
Well, I think, you know, in order to be like on that championship level, like outside of just calling for names, because of course you got the names out there like Jared Anderson, you got all these guys I was on the Olympic team with, Torres, all guys, you know what I'm saying? I'm peeping, I'm watching them, you know what I'm saying? I keep close tabs on the whole division. But outside of just saying names, you know what I'm saying? You got to also, know what it is that a champion do. Like
hmm
what a champion do? A champion don't just train during the fights. Don't just train for a fighting camp, but like, living that champion lifestyle. That's something like I got to get back to, like, you know what I'm saying? Also keeping at the head. It's like, okay, when you ain't got a date coming up, like how are you taking care of your body? You know?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's awesome advice for the fighters because I really do feel that does make a difference in a lot of fighters when they're in the ring, what you do outside the ring, and when you know on off season when you don't have when you like you say you don't have a date coming up,
For
you don't want
sure.
to be drinking and putting on
Yeah.
the way that you have to. Because when you go to camp, it needs to be a camp where you just sharpening your tools, not like a fat camp trying to lose all
Trying
this
to
weight.
lose it. See,
Yeah,
and that's what we say it all the time. Oh, stay ready, so you got to get ready. But like,
yeah,
what that mean though? You know what I'm saying? Like, you
yeah.
know what that really means?
But see, there'll be people saying if you stay ready, you gotta get ready, and then they take a sip of alcohol, and it's
Yeah, it's kind of hard to beat somebody up with the bottle in the left hand. You know what I'm saying? You got a glove on the right hand, you got a bottle in the left hand.
yeah,
Like, what you
yeah.
doing?
So I see you brought up Jared Anderson. So, are you guys like good friends, or since you said you were on the same, or like what would you say? I see you scrunch your face up.
Nah. That was just like, I don't know like how many friends is out there in the industry. Everybody trying to make it. You feel me? I wouldn't say that there ain't no distaste. He's just the guy to watch.
Yeah.
He's getting a major push and he's performing every time. So like, yeah, of course, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to train on the Olympic team together for a little spill right before he went pro. So I got to take a look at him then, and I see how hard he works. I see what he does, and everybody has their own little holes and flaws too, even when it don't look like they doing anything wrong. So yeah.
So if you get the call tomorrow that like that Jared Anderson is your next opponent, you're ready for that, right?
Look, I mean, yeah, like at the end of the day, like this is what we do, right? We gotta be ready to put it out there like that. You know what I'm saying? And like, I don't know. I always under the impression like either you got it or you don't got it. You feel me? So like, I don't ever turn down nothing. That won't be the story for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, uh, I think fighting is just fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't spar with all the top people. Like, not saying that's necessarily a fight, but like I said, I don't. Whether we getting it in for money, whether we getting it in because you called me to come to the gym, like I'll be pulling up.
So the reason why I asked you if y'all are good friends, or because I mean he is the one to look out for. So that I see some fighters in the game who don't want to fight their friends. But
And I
that's
respect that.
right. How do you
Yeah, I
feel about
respect
that?
that. Yeah. No, I mean, look, like some fights are just too big, like not to not happen at some point. Like right now, you got Keyshawn Davis and Secure. They like tight. You feel me?
That was like exactly what I was thinking about.
They tight. You feel me? They real tight. And I mean, like, you know, there's other people. I agree. I think there's other people for them to fight until they gotta fight each other. Maybe one day, and yeah, probably cash them out just because the nature of that relationship. It is just business at the end of the day. But you know what? Like to fight a man is kind of personal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fought somebody already that I came up with. I knocked him out too.
Oh, see,
And
I like to hear that because to me, I feel like if there's a big fight that could be made and y'all are friends, y'all both putting money in each other's pockets. So
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I blessed him. I blessed him in two different ways.
yeah, you put him in dreamland, and then
Yeah.
oh no. So
Yeah.
how did you get the name Dreamland, your nickname?
Oh yeah. So that actually comes from, my city, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street. So Dreamland was a theater out there, where people would go to like be entertained, watch their favorite shows or whatever. And so like, it was burned down during the whole massacre out there. And whenever that kind of came about, and I kept trying to figure like how I'm going to tie back into my city. I got this tattoo on my neck first, that said Dreamland right there.
Okay.
And then before I was going by the name, they was calling me like the pride of Black Wall Street, getting revenge for Wall Street. Just
Yeah.
people twisting certain things. I'm like, look, that's not what I'm on. So like whenever I talk about Black Wall Street and the history of it, I don't talk about like just like the trauma of things getting destroyed. I'm talking about what we had and like how we can get back to a point to where we prospering. And so like, yeah, it was a theater. It was a place where people come to watch movies. So when you come and you see me fight, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to the show. I'm sending dudes to Dreamland. You getting entertained, the whole nine, you know?
That's initially what when I saw Dreamland, I saw that your name came from putting people to sleep or something like that.
Yeah. Like if you want the history behind it, that's the breakdown. But
Right.
you know, but if you want to know what I'm doing, bow, you know what I'm saying? It's Dreamland.
Yeah. So let me see. I'm trying to see. Does anybody in the chat have questions for Mr. Milton? Because Christine should have been on here now because I know she had a whole bunch of questions set up for you.
Oh, yeah,
but let me see. Did you train with Christine at one point?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was gonna say probably if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure she probably did train with you if you were on the team. So.
Yeah, that's where we met actually. And I mean, you know what I'm saying? We had a lot of great moments, a lot of good times. And then I was in Oklahoma, which like I said, Dallas is only like 4 hours. So like I was always in Dallas, and I pulled up on her, got to train with her and her kids at their gym, you know what I'm saying? And then we went to go spar. We sparred Sam. We ended up sparring like Samuel Peter, one of them guys out there. I forget his name now. But we sparred, and she coached me through the whole thing. I'm talking about this how bad I wanted as an amateur, yo. I would drive either to Houston, 9-hour drive, make the turn, come right back the same day, just go down there for the day. Drive to Dallas. Yeah, drive to Dallas, 5 hours, 4 hours. Yeah, separate yourself, you know. But yeah, I would pull up down there, and yeah, she would just text me like workouts to do that Team USA was doing if I wasn't out there or whatever. So yeah, it was a lot of love. So I know she's super proud to see me on this stage here.
Yeah, for sure. So Trill Clinton wants to know if you're gonna be in the Cambosa's card. Or you haven't.
Yeah, that's one of the options we're looking at. You know what I'm saying? We're looking at that option. We also looking at Dallas, maybe on the Jake Paul undercard. You know, usually they tell you to be silent about some of this stuff, but I'm ready to go. So
yeah, you ready to go?
They need to make it happen. Make one of them happen. You know, so could be on that Cambosa's card, which is random, super random. But yeah, me being from Oklahoma, we can always make that happen.
So I have a question for you. Like I always wonder, like heavyweights, if they weren't fighting, what would you actually be doing? Because you know, I can't really see you sitting like in somebody's office doing a 9-to-5 with your size.
Nah, that was the thing for me. Like, you know, so I went to college. I haven't got my degree yet, but I was about 36 hours away. And like I played college football, and that was cool, but it still wasn't giving me that
fulfillment that you're looking for.
Fulfillment that I was looking for. Yeah. So like, I knew fighting was going to be the thing for me. I knew I always been a fighter at heart. So this worked out. But yeah, I would definitely be doing something active or something that was like adrenaline based. Like, you know, I'm a guy that kind of live on the I'm not gonna go out here and do something dumb like jump out of a plane.
Right, no.
That's not my MO. I don't, you know, I'm cool. I don't get down like that. But like, you know, whether it's something active, I don't know. I shoot guns on the regular. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. Just I like to do things that are a bit like more active.
So Trill, he lives in Texas. So he said he's trying to see, you know, when you fight next, because he's been to I guess your next fight would be his 4th fight that he would have attended. Because since he lives in Texas, I guess he makes that drive, you know, all the time and stuff.
Yeah. Well, definitely. That Texas card is going to be Dallas, August 6th. So, you know, maybe keep a lookout for me on that. Or, you know, I'll be on that Oklahoma card in Shawnee, which is not too far either. So hopefully.
So is that like another? Because I saw a couple of people on Twitter like discussing like, why in Shawnee, like not Tulsa, because
yo, I'm confused. I'm confused. Like honestly, like I've never even been to Shawnee. You know?
Okay.
I know how small. Like I don't know what's down there. You know, and Cambosa's fighting at was it Melbourne?
I feel like they just dropped the pin on the map and just like, okay.
Yeah. Hey, we going.
You're fighting in Shawnee because there was a lot of people complaining like that. Why not in Tulsa?
Yeah,
So
yeah. I mean, that's where they've been coming. That's where they've been going. I have no clue. I didn't know there was a casino. I didn't know there was anything. I don't know what's down there. I really don't. But I know where it's at. You know, me being from Oklahoma, I've definitely heard of it. Yeah.
so this is Crystal. She's Crystal's a fan of yours as well. She's been to a couple of fights in Tulsa as well. So she said you would recognize her and Trill because they've been to a couple of your fights and met you there.
Oh, that's
Um,
love. Definitely. If I put a face to you, you know what I'm saying? I don't ever
yeah.
forget a face.
So she's saying that it's a cheap venue for the Shawnee, perhaps. Well, maybe she said perhaps. I'm not.
Yeah.
Retract that statement. She said perhaps it is a cheap venue. It's at a casino. I think I'm just waiting on the tickets to come out. Okay.
See,
Yeah.
that's what I believe. I believe because this thing, if they get a cheap venue, then they still get all their network pay. Because no
Hmm.
matter what, they're gonna stream it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna have its streaming services. When you talk about the business of boxing, yo, it's really interesting. You know, and I didn't. They didn't do cards as often in Tulsa until I turned pro, which was not have anything to do with me. It was just kind of like a blessed opportunity to be a part of it.
You're saying they had nothing to do with you. You just
Nah, I'm not gonna take that shine, you know what I'm saying? But like it definitely was a blessed opportunity. Like I said, I think that was a God thing for real, because it was just like, boom, now I'm getting a chance to fight on ESPN because I'm a
yeah.
local guy and I can
That was like
fight.
perfect timing for you.
Perfect timing,
Yeah.
yo. Perfect
So
time.
who are you training with?
Yeah, I go out here back and forth right now. I have a coach over um over at Top Rank. My coach is with Rodney. So I work with Rodney and also work with another guy, Split T. It's kind of hard out here in Vegas, like narrowing all that down, because everybody's time is
It's
just
split with all the because I see there's a lot of boxers moving to Vegas to train. So yeah, I could just imagine the
yeah,
time that has to be split for the trainers that the big name trainers out there that you would want to
yeah,
work with.
yeah. It's difficult because, like, you know, like I say, my coach right now, he's got Devin Haney on the 20th.
Yeah.
He's in the Haney camp, so he's been part of Team Haney for hell as long as I've known him. And so yeah, when you're trying to like balance all this out, you know, Vegas is definitely the spot to be at though, because it's just the amount of people that come out here. Like, yo,
It's great.
you don't get better sparring than this, you know?
Yeah. So who speaking of Haney, so who do you have in the Haney and Lomachenko fight next weekend?
Oh yeah, Devin Haney all day.
Oh,
Yeah,
Haney.
all day. You know what I'm
And
saying?
in
Without a
what
doubt.
fashion?
Without a doubt. Yo, he could get the knockout. He can outbox him. You know what I'm saying? Look, I ain't just capping right now. Like, dude is strong. I didn't say no with my eyes. I'm like, damn, yo. Like, I don't even know how he makes that weight because he's so big, yo.
Big, yeah, that's what I was speaking about before you came on. I was like, when Haney came into the ring, after Lomachenko and Jermaine Ortiz fought, like
Yeah.
the height difference and the frame built was like night and day. I was like, I can't believe they're in the same weight class. So
Yeah, you put
there
that.
was because somebody in the chat said he'd be running around. I was like, did you see his size against Lomachenko? What did he need to run from? Like,
I think he's gonna be right there. He can still move if he need to, but like, yeah, I don't know. I think he got too many ways that he can win. Lomo is great, you know what I'm saying, and he's still great, but Dev is gonna be too much
new blood in the building, right?
for sure.
So who is okay? So if you have Haney winning, who do you think should be his next like big fight after that? Because there's so many fights that could be made with him. Tank, Shakur. Like we want these fights. Who do you want to see him fight next?
I mean, me personally, I want to see him fight like a Tank or a Shakur. Like those three are the guys, you know. I mean, they throwing Lomo in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? He like I don't know, a fourth place trophy or something. Like I don't know, they gave him a medal to be in the conversation, but it's the 1, 2, and the 3 right there, and Dev is the guy. So like all these guys coming for him, but I don't know. He might even move. Like he's gonna be making plans to move up soon, I believe. Like so,
Yeah, because
you
his
know,
frame is huge for that weight division.
yeah.
So you were talking about like the business of boxing. Like, what's one thing that you hate about the business of boxing that you would love to change?
Um, I mean, I think maybe just with some transparency, you know what I'm saying? Like you told to believe so much stuff, and when it come down to the fighters, I think most of the time, if you ain't got a solid team with you, like they'll just tell you anything. You feel me? And
Yeah.
like you just kind of gotta go with it or whatever. Um, this is a very dangerous sport. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that they don't follow up with you know. Uh, I don't know, like blood testing and
That's it.
certain
Yeah.
things on all levels. Like that shouldn't be something that's only done for the higher ups and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I think like just the transparency. You know?
Yeah, because I feel like drug testing is something that needs to be worked on better, because I feel the way you guys get drug tested, like for performance enhancing drugs, like it doesn't make sense. Like y'all could, or if the person is cycling off or what they doing, like they'll be tested before the fight and come out negative, but then the one test you take right before the fight, the results don't come until after you fought the fighter, and then
Right.
it comes pops dirty. So it's like you fought a dirty fighter. What was the point of the test? The test is to prevent you from fighting someone dirty, so
For
you don't get
sure.
hurt.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, like I say, when you're on like a certain level, you would think that like some of this stuff would be like checked, but like only for like those major fights, do they ever check stuff like that? And it's so much there's a lot of things with boxing that could definitely be looked at, but you know, uh it is a cold game.
Yeah. Oh, it's. I get disgusted just thinking about it, because the testing is ridiculous. So Christine's about to hop on in a few minutes. So I'm trying to think of what else I have planned to ask you. Um, let me see. I had it and then it just went away. So do you want to tell us what is your workout regimen when you since you don't have a date yet? Like right now, let's say, like, what's the difference that you do in camp and off season?
Oh, for sure. I mean, in between fights, you can't be sparring as much. But I'm still sparring right now, but I'm not sparring like deep rounds. So I might get like 5 to 6 in. Just, every pro should be able to maintain that 5 to 6 rounds. And then we'll kick up, we'll start increasing the amount of spars and stuff. But just making sure that I'm still working out twice a day and then living an active lifestyle too. So I'm like choosing not to just sit up and relax. As far as like you need your body needs a certain amount of rest, yeah. So
Yeah,
sometimes when your
I'm
body
just
like,
starting to rest.
yo, yeah, sit your ass down, your body line like, okay, I'm gonna go sit the hell down. I'm gonna sit down. I'm cool. But like bike riding, I picked that back up. Just keeping this body in motion.
Yeah, you're a very active heavyweight, then. Is that?
Yeah, yeah, and I mean,
I
honestly
think
too,
I
especially
see a lot of heavyweights on the bike out there.
they ain't doing it. They ain't doing it, and that's some of the things I just been peeping. Like when you think about like the start of people's career, let's say Tyson, Lennox Lewis, all these greats that I've seen, they start off real lean, then they put on all this weight,
Yeah.
and it just comes on, and then they adapt either in a good way or a bad way. So I think just keeping that, it's a lifestyle thing, not just the fight, da 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 da. It's literally just being more mindful of the body, keeping your body in tune.
I like that. I like the way you think. So do you have plans for when your boxing career is well and done? Because what I starting to see with a lot of boxers that we grew up loving, they're starting, some of them are trying to get in the ring that don't have no business being there because they have a lot of cognitive issues already. So I feel like if they had other plans after boxing, they wouldn't have to do all those things. Because I hate to see some of my favorite fighters getting hurt unnecessarily at a certain age. So I want to know what your plan is, because everybody needs a plan.
Yeah, definitely. What's up? What's she doing over
She just signed in.
there?
Yes,
Okay.
she's still setting up.
Yeah. No, I definitely I'm putting some things in place right now. Like I say, I'm really involved with community outreach and stuff like that. I've been getting myself more involved with the community out here in Vegas, just because also I'm living here, and it also gives me that, it gives me that balance between coming from the gym to home, gym, home. Actually getting involved with the city of Las Vegas and seeing like um, what else this city has to offer. That way, my entire identity isn't wrapped around just boxing.
Awesome.
Like the main thing got to be the main thing, yo. I train, I watch film, I do all this stuff religiously, but also you just having this identity outside of it. I think one day, because this is not forever. Of
Yeah.
course, everybody knows it's not forever. So, there's so many. I'm such a, I don't know. I like passionate things. So like whatever kind of inspires me in the moment, oh, I'll go hard for it. So I'm into arts and stuff like that. I'm into just, I don't know, something that I can get behind. So yeah, I think the opportunities are endless for me outside of boxing.
You speak so well. You haven't thought about maybe doing commentating like after boxing, or
Yeah, of course. You know what I'm saying? I mean, staying close to the game, whether that's coaching,
coaching.
giving some like pointers here or there. Because I really do love boxing outside of all the other stuff that can come with it at times. Like, yeah, I love being close to it in some way. So I'll always have that with me.
Yeah. So Christine is
Jeremiah,
yeah.
how are
Hey,
you?
hey, what's up, lady? We was
Okay, you
missing
know what?
you.
Sorry I'm
I
late.
kind of held on because I didn't have no questions ready because I usually just
No,
bounce off of Christine, but
Nike
I
good.
kind of just
Nike
roll with
good.
punches.
No, Nike can just have her own show. She can just be on the camera
No,
and
no,
just
I
go.
don't. You're great
It's
at
gonna
hosting.
work.
I'm a good partner.
Nah, word, yo, she was killing it. Don't let her,
I
don't
know
let her
she
lie.
was. I know she was. Again, I'm sorry I'm late. So I'm at National Golden Gloves here in Philadelphia. My girl just won. Hey, I'm so excited.
Congrats.
Felicia
Yeah.
Thomas. So we just got out the ring. So I'm still on this high, but I'm really happy to see you. So what have we covered so far? What's going on with you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we waiting for the next date to be official. Whether that's the Cambosis undercard or it could be the Jake Paul undercard in Dallas,
Yeah,
August 6th. So if I'm in Dallas, I'll definitely be hitting you up coming through.
absolutely. I'll definitely be
Um,
there. Absolutely.
um, Other than that, just making sure I keep the lifestyle correct outside of the fights. So just being more active and whatnot. And yeah, we covered a few
Yeah.
things.
So,
So
Iceman has a question for you in the chat. He says, "Do you want to fight Fury or Wilder?"
Yo, I mean, either one. Look, let's say, like, you know what I'm saying? I've already sparred with Fury. I think he's the man as far as, like, he's proven it twice. He just needs to make these fights again. He needs to fight Usyk. He needs to you know, make himself truly stand out as a generational whatever he wants to be. But, yeah, no, I would fight either one of those guys. That would be a huge opportunity, that would just be like amazing to share the ring and to dethrone one of them. Of course, I'm
Yeah.
going for the win at all times. That's the thing. I've sparred with Fury. I never sparred with Wilder, but like when I met him, it was like literally like, okay, this is the guy I've been looking at for like the last couple years. Like,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah,
But then when you touch gloves, it's like, all right, yo, we both do this. So it's
yeah.
all that
right,
friend shit is
Yeah,
out.
yeah. You just
right, right,
just
right.
understand.
It's like you might be my favorite, but you're not about to like run me like a
You
rag
ain't
doll
about to
all over the
go.
ring.
And that's why I get the call. They like, because it's respect. Like, okay, I'm gonna come in there. You ain't gonna you don't get caught up in the moment. Yeah, too many people get
Yeah,
caught up in the moment.
that's true. That's true. Somebody asked about your nutrition. Do you have a nutritionist, or do you just handle that all by yourself?
No, I really have been handling it by myself. I got a couple tips and everything like that here and there. And I spoke with one nutritionist over at my gym, Split T. I think she gave me a pretty good outline of how I need to be moving. But
Okay.
at the same time, I've like made myself. I study, and I find myself like, okay, figuring out how I feel based off of what I'm doing, because nothing is really set in stone. Like what works for one person might not work for the other, but there is a general guideline you should follow.
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure. You know, I've been wanting to ask you this for a long time, but I just haven't had the opportunity. So I met you a few years ago up in Colorado. You were up there doing your thing. I believe it was during COVID, wasn't it? Was it during COVID?
Right before.
COVID.
Right before. Yeah,
Right
it was
before
like
COVID.
2018.
Yeah. Okay. And then next thing I know, I hear you're going pro. When did that? I mean, I know you're what 7, 8 fights in already.
9. Yeah.
But
There we go.
I've always wondered, like what made you say, you know what, I'm gonna go pro? Because you know you were handling it too. You know, amateurs.
You know what's crazy is like I come back home and I didn't know anything. I didn't know a pro from a Joe. I didn't know nothing about boxing. Yeah, like literally nothing.
Yeah.
But I knew that I always wanted one professional fight. I wanted to be a pro boxer, like everybody. These guys back home, I was one of those local guys that, yeah, I'm a pro boxer. Like that was always in my mind. I just wanted to be like, yeah, I fought professionally. And so honestly, what happened was I moved home in hopes that somebody would help me figure out how to become a professional boxer.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when I learned about really like the amateur system, and the Olympics was coming up. And so that's when I learned, okay, if you dedicate yourself to the amateur system and you get up there, you could probably represent Team USA.
Sure, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could then have an Olympic name behind you, which is a far greater push. And I learned in a business aspect that it would be better for me to stay amateur and to get recognized than just be some local pro.
Right.
So, you know, it all turned out how it turned out. And by the time I got to that last window of my amateur career, which was the high point, Olympic trials, fighting at the Olympic, you know, trials to qualify. And, you know, I come up a little short with my experience at the time. And I just figured, hey, you know, even if I wasn't stay amateur, I was going to have to move. And I wasn't, because I literally, you know, we had talked many times and I had been texting you back and forth about just some of the things I was struggling with as far as not really having a direction in Oklahoma.
Right.
So yeah, I made that decision to turn pro, and then COVID happened, boom. So everybody stopped.
Yeah, literally everybody stopped. You know, and so now that you've got these fights under your belt, you know, it's like social media and people always talk, and you hear the negative and the positive and this and that. How have you removed yourself from anything negative that people want to say? Like how do you get yourself refocused and not let those things deter you or get to you?
You definitely got to stay offline, you know. It's the best thing for
I gotta listen to that because
yeah. Because when you start listening to these bloggers or anybody that has an opinion, yeah, some of it you can use to fuel you. But like, let's say you're not in the right headspace to where this just might not, like I say, everybody process is different, you know? So for some people, like Earl, whenever he got into his wreck, he just came out, he said, yo, everybody's saying this and that about me made me want to go harder. And yeah, that works. You know what I'm saying? That definitely works. But whatever you do in life, make sure you know the reason why you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can separate those opinions from what you got going on.
For sure. No, that's good. I think that's so good, because people don't really realize, look, y'all are human. Y'all have issues in the family, you know, with the bills, maybe, like, you know, your girl told you, you know, go take a walk, you know, whatever. Y'all are human. And your dog died, you know, but people, they sit behind these computers and then just, you know, give their opinion. Like, who cares? But then again, it does affect some people. Like you said, everybody processes it differently, and some people don't know how to handle it or how to use it as fuel. You know, I think it's just I don't know. That's great what you said though, for sure.
Somebody has a great question for you, Christine.
Oh, okay.
What did you see in him, Christine, that made you want to help him in advice and training?
First of all, I saw
advice and training. Sorry.
I saw such a passion, and also the willingness to learn. You know, the willingness to ask questions and to fix the things that needed to be fixed and to change certain things. So, you know, that right there, that's half the battle. You know, whenever you get some guys and girls,
he's teachable.
Exactly. you can't tell them anything because they know everything, or they don't respect what you have to say, and you don't say it because you think you are better, you know better. You say it because you really see something in these guys and gals, and you want to help them, and that's what I saw a hunger, and I saw a willingness to learn, and he was teachable, and he was strong as shit too. I mean, he's big, he's strong, he's got some hands, and he was putting them together nicely, and I said, and he's a great guy, great personality, easy, I saw a lot of things, so I'm so happy for you, I really am. I'm really just I follow your career, and I'm happy, and anytime I'm around, I'm gonna be cheering for you, for sure.
Thank you. That's
Was
love.
good, L Dub. Yep. So, I know at that time, you were at a gym with some trainers, or not. Like, did you make a move? Did you change your team, or did you move out of town? Like, what did you do after the COVID situation?
Yeah, no. So, I signed. I had managers hitting me up. I had people, they wanted me to come down to Florida. They wanted me to come down to a couple different places, and I made the best move at the time for me, which was coming out here to Vegas and signing with my management. Um, and I felt like that was going to put me in the best position. And honestly, like, I really do enjoy it out here in Vegas. I'm not going to say it has everything, but I'll say, like, for the most part, like, the amount of experience that I've managed to gain, um, it trumps what I was doing back home by 1,000. But other than that, like, I fly out here real easy. I've had opportunities to go to London. People come here all the time. So yeah, this has been the hub. I even went to Miami. I was training out there for a little bit. I couldn't imagine staying in Miami though. Like, I would. I
No.
don't
Where
know.
the part of Miami that I am is quiet, so
Okay,
it's
yo,
very
'cause
quiet.
yeah, I don't know what boxers taking their camp to Miami, but I'm
No,
gonna bet against you.
A lot of distractions.
Xander Zayas has his camp here in Miami.
Who's
Xander,
that?
Xander.
Xander?
Xander,
Oh,
yeah.
Xander. Yeah, no, yo, he young, yo, he got it. Yo, he
No,
got
but you
it.
know what? I was just talking about training in certain cities. Like, isn't it hard? Well, it would have to me. I would feel it'd be hard for a boxer, especially young boxers, to living in Vegas and training with that nightlife there. That's
No,
like Vegas is Sin City. That has to be a temptation there.
But that's
That's hard
just
to
the
fight.
strip, right? That's just
yeah.
really the strip, the touristy part.
Yeah, and
Which,
honestly, I'm talking crap. But even when I was in Miami, I didn't do anything. I was lame. I was pretty
he's
lame.
like,
But
babe, if you watching, I promise.
hey, nah, I was pretty lame. But I see, like, it could be easy. Like, I don't know. Vegas is like controlled chaos. Like, yeah, it don't sleep. It's like, for real. You got after parties after after party after after party. But
Yeah.
like, I just felt like Miami was a bit more like wilder. So I'm walking down Ocean Drive, and I was just so much going on. Like, dudes was like, "Oh, Adderall, I got that." I'm like, "What? Yo, I look like a pill popper?" You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, I was just like, "Yo, it's so much going on out here." But Vegas has kind of rules. Like, Miami was like GTA or something.
Well,
Um,
Are you going?
right now there are rules in place. I think because of the summer's
ah,
coming and Memorial Weekend, like they close
yo,
the uh the nightclubs. Oh no, the nightclubs stop serving alcohol after 2 a.m. now. Like at 2
Oh
a.m. no
wow.
more.
dang.
So for now, I don't know how long that's gonna last because the clubs are fighting it. They're appealing it and trying to fight it. So
Yeah, nah.
Are you at the Top Rank Gym? Is that
Yeah,
where you go?
yeah, I'm over there.
Yeah, that's the place right there. Next week you can have some champs coming through. I'm going next week, but next week I'm for a wedding. But all the champs are coming in next week. I'm hearing
for
through the
for
grapevine.
the
It's gonna
main-
be nice.
Are you
Yeah.
going to that fight?
I'm
Um.
not. Oh,
Oh, yeah. I'll be in the building. I'll be in the building.
that's good.
It's good to be on the scene. It's good to go ahead and see who you're
Yeah.
gonna pop into. Make sure people seeing you.
Yes.
Um,
Shake hands. Stay
check
relevant.
and
Maybe
stay
you might see
relevant.
some fighters that you could call out too.
Yeah, you with the beef, and I'm already saying.
I know. I do. That's
Nike
what
is like,
I wanted to know if you were shit talker because that. Oh wait, my next one. Did my next one? Yeah, my next one. Okay. Because I was waiting for the score for the Knicks game and we won, so I'm good.
Yeah, there you
I'm
go.
in a great mood. So What was I gonna say? Damn, I lost the chain of
Oh
mind.
yeah, my shit talking. Like, okay,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't know. Like, I know, like, I could get online. Like, this would be so easy if I just got online and talk shit. Like, let's say if I took the Rolly,
Yeah,
it got him paid though. It really did.
Yeah.
it does pay.
Now he's fighting for a belt this weekend.
Real talk, it do pay. I mean, I don't try to move out of character though. And like I
Yeah,
say, I can be who I am. I talk shit if somebody put me in that position, like, because I'm a no nonsense type of guy. I don't handle disrespect. Like, I don't like nobody disrespecting me because I don't disrespect nobody. But like, if we gotta pop off, like I popped off at Greg Hardy before, just because, you know what I'm saying. But it wasn't really super
See, I can tell you don't really do it that often because you only have really one name. You know, one name. That's it.
just wait.
I can't even tell you one name of the people I've gone off on. So, but that's how that was gonna be a question of mine. Like, how you feel? Like, now I feel like a lot of fights have been made because of like social media. You know,
Yeah.
just talking trash on Twitter.
See,
I don't
and
know if are you into boxing Twitter, because boxing Twitter is hell, but I feel like a
Oh
lot
my
of fights
God.
have been made because of that.
yo, I gotta get more involved with Twitter.
You
Yo,
do,
I
you
got a Twitter,
do.
but I really don't even be.
No, get involved. I'm telling
Oh
you.
my
Yeah.
God.
You could
I
probably
don't
make
know.
a fight
You
for this
might need a
weekend.
counselor, on staff after boxing Twitter.
You could
It's
probably
like
make a
that.
fight this weekend. That's how bad it is. Like, all you gotta do is add the person on Twitter, and then boxing Twitter will retweet it and add more fuel to it, and the fight's made.
Yeah.
Yo.
Just if you don't want to talk shit, just put a little something out there, and don't worry, everybody will carry you.
If you can,
I wants to know if you carry a purse like Tank.
Oh God,
Damn.
that sounds so
Is
bad.
Tank carrying purses?
Yeah,
I ain't seen him with
one.
purse.
He did have a purse at the
Yeah.
one of the press conferences.
It's
No,
not a
so
merch.
And Ryan was
It's
clowning him
purse.
about
I don't know if I'd ever be able to justify spending any money on a purse. I mean, yeah.
Okay, that's
these
good.
boxing
That's good.
league.
I mean, if you did, that'd be fine. But I'm just saying.
No, knock it.
I don't think anybody would check you about it.
They wouldn't.
The purse
They
comes with
wouldn't.
the hands. Yeah.
Crystal said boxing Twitter is a league of their own. Yes, yes, it is.
Truly, that's right. You probably could make
You're
a
a
fight.
good man. So I really have to brag now. I didn't know you were in Vegas, but the girl that we just beat was from Vegas. But I'm just gonna say, I'm not a trash talker
He's from
either.
Tucson,
But
so he don't care.
Look, see.
I can gloat a little bit.
Yeah, I wonder who out there representing. I don't know any amateurs right now, but you know what?
Yeah.
I'll let you have that one though.
Okay. Thank you. Now I just gotta do it. We just gotta do it again Friday. So let me shut up and be humble a little bit.
Over with.
What'd you say?
When is the Nationals over with?
It's over on Sunday, I believe. Sunday. Yeah,
Okay, I got a homie out there fighting for Oklahoma. His name is Will. He's a southpaw. If you get a chance, holler at him. He's
Will,
a Hawaiian brother, long hair. You can't miss him.
Okay, I'm gonna look for him. He's definitely gonna stand out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell him what's up, and I'll watch him. That's good. No, but so shout outs. Your sponsors. What's going who you got? Who you got on the team?
Shoe Palace in the building. Where my shoe? Why I should have got my Shoe Palace jacket on.
Yeah.
Shoe Palace. Shout out to Shoe Palace. Shout out to DB. Yeah. If y'all ever out here in Vegas and y'all love like soul food, Korean, or like Creole type Louisiana style like dishes, yo, you need to check out DB's Kitchen. Yo, dude's been by.
I'm going
DB's Kitchen.
I'm going DB's Kitchen.
DB's Kitchen, that's the spot, like for real. He's a huge boxing fan too. So I mean, you could talk to him about boxing, whatever. But you know what, we went for just the food. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it feel like back home. You know what I'm saying? Vegas is cool. We got one thing I say. Vegas has a lot of restaurants, a lot of options, but they don't really got the food like that. Like it ain't like that. I mean, it's the desert, and we got the most seafood places I ever seen.
Where are they getting that from? China?
I know, right?
Yo, I don't know. Yeah, but DB's, that's like home right there.
Okay, DBs. I'm gonna have to check it out. Definitely for sure. And so what about your family though? I mean, are they all for it? What you're doing? About you moving and being pro and like, are they? Did you have a lot of support?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think it's like it's different because like, when it comes down to family, we all doing our own thing, even if we in the same city,
Sure.
So like that wasn't something that was gonna be a huge thing, but they, of course, like they all behind me. My mom and them, they all come out to every fight. Even like my sisters and stuff. Like it's a lot of love, like a
That's
lot of
great.
love and encouragement on that side. Like that's the hard part. I see why people don't move off though,
Right.
because like you ain't got the luxury. Like it's what Mother's Day weekend, yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to the
Yeah.
mothers out there,
Yes.
especially ones that got to be away doing other things,
Yeah.
um, you know. But yeah, you don't have the luxury of just pulling up on your people. You feel
That's
me?
true. That's true. No, that's true. It is hard. People don't realize it's a sacrificial life, you
Yeah,
know, as a boxer, the traveling, the moving, the training all the time, not being able to go to some of these parties because, you might eat or you might, whatever.
yeah.
So yeah, people don't really realize that. Um, so if you could tell a young male or female out here that's watching, give them some advice, if they're thinking about boxing or they're kind of afraid, they don't think they can do it. What would you tell them?
Um, Yo, I would definitely tell them to, you know, if y'all afraid to do it for one, you know what I'm saying, then maybe find you somebody that's gonna ease you into it. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever feel rushed to do anything, especially when it comes down to this. Like, I know people that enjoy being in boxing gyms but won't spar. And why
Hmm.
should they if they don't have any ambition to fight?
Right.
Because this is like something you don't play with. You know what I'm saying? You can go pick up a basketball, play that. But when these things is coming at you live action, you know what I'm saying? Somebody can get hurt. So I think, you gotta err on that side of cautious, be real with yourself. Um, and you know what's best for yourself. So if you're a little afraid or you're intimidated, it's healthy to have fear. But really you gotta repurpose that energy if it's something you really want to do. You know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying? Somebody used to say to me, like, oh yeah, I get nervous before fights. And one thing I learned is to take the word nervous and turn it into excited. You know what I'm saying? It's the same kind of feeling, like it's kind of an
It is.
excitement.
It is. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that is
You know
so
what
good. I
I'm
like that. I'm gonna use
saying?
that.
Yeah,
It
for
is.
real.
It's the same tingly feeling. I don't know.
It is that same butterfly tingly.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
but
I like
when
that. I'm
you
gonna use that.
when you repurpose the words, because words is powerful, you feel me? Then
Yes.
it becomes it takes some of that fear, it takes that out of it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just excited. I don't know what's about to happen. You feel me? So now I'm going into it with a different pair of eyes.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm gonna say Jeremiah Milton said this.
I forgot where I heard it, but yeah,
Prop. We might have to make some T-shirts.
for sure, for sure.
We're gonna let you get back to what you were doing, and then Nike and I are gonna do a little gossiping and stuff like that. We didn't get to do
Oh,
that at the top of the hour since I was gone. But I
word.
appreciate you so much, and I definitely want you to come back again. And I hope you get to be on that Jake Paul card because I definitely want to be there.
Absolutely.
Hopefully I'm on break. I'm on like
Yeah.
a 4 week break right now, so I'm excited about that.
Ladies, definitely it's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me for
Thanks
sure.
for coming on. Yeah, I
Yeah,
was like ringing it. I didn't have no questions
she's
ready.
so good. She's
No,
crazy.
I was literally because I always bounce off of your questions, Christine. I never have questions, but I just like bounce off of you. So
Yo, I've been on. I've had some. I'm gonna just say this. I've done some where it's like I don't know what was going on. This was really refreshing. This was really good. You know what I'm saying? Both of you guys. Yeah,
Good.
definitely held it down. Would definitely love to come back later, give y'all some updates. So just
Absolutely. Yes, let us know. And I'm going to be following you what's going on. And we're going to have you on again for sure. And I appreciate you. You have a
yeah,
good night.
get active on Twitter. I'm telling you.
okay.
Oh,
Twitter beefs coming
uh,
soon.
Yeah, the Twitter beefs they come with contracts. Boxing,
Hey,
there's a
Twitter
lot of
beefs
spice
coming
to
soon.
start from boxing Twitter. For sure.
yeah, all I'm saying is you will definitely be entertained for sure. If you're bored, just hop on Twitter.
All right, ladies.
Have a good
Have
night.
a good night. Thanks
Appreciate
again.
you. Good night.
Bye, Jeremiah.
Bye-bye.
Girl, that was great. No, you did good. So how long were you on?
I came on by myself at like 9:15.
Okay, that's good.
And then I was talking to myself in the chat for like 5 minutes, like for like 10-15 minutes, and then
talking
he came
to
on.
myself. No, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, girl. So there's a few things going on in the boxing world. So I saw that Hamadouche.
Oh, it's retired. Right?
Yeah, because she had an eye injury. It's probably like some kind of cornea, retina, something like that. And I was like, man, I sure wanted to see her in AB.
That would have been a good fight. Yeah.
That would have been a good fight because you know what? I think because Amadou's going to keep coming and Alicia's going to have to fight. And there would be a really, really good matchup between those two. I would have really, really liked to see that because I had put up there, I was like, oh man, she's going to retire before, you know, she fights this champ. And someone's like, who are you talking about? Does it start with an A? Yeah, it starts with an A. If you know boxing, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, they always want us to say names, but
always. Always, and then they're like, "Oh, are the initials AB?" Yeah, they're AB. Who else in the weight class is a champ right now that you know could possibly fight her? And it's not a bad thing. I just think that would be a really good matchup, you know. But
you know what? I think they must be cracking down really bad on the eye injuries and stuff like that because that's how Kayla Mayer's fight got got changed because
and Errol Spence too.
Yeah.
Errol Spence he had that injury too, and a while back after his accident he couldn't fight. But the thing is, she did okay. I know.
Give me 1 second, Christine. Sorry.
Okay, you're good. But what I was gonna say is that that they some people don't pay attention. They don't pay attention whenever they get an eye injury, you know, and they need to because it's very, very serious. It's very serious. But she did okay, Iceman. I think she did. Oh, was it a detached retina, Crystal? Okay. I was thinking it was something like that. But it's true because that's very common. Very common. It happens more than we know about, more than we hear in the news, along with all the other injuries that come. You know, I know that Virgil Ortiz has been struggling with something. I don't know. I guess he's okay now. But tears, it's just crazy. You know, and even me working with a bunch of amateurs, we go through all these different injuries. It's just injury after injury.
Well,
no, yeah, I was just saying.
Yeah, I guess it's like a good thing and maybe a bad thing at the same time because she had to retire. But I'm saying they're finding these injuries, but they're saving, you know, something that could possibly be injured for life. So
yeah, and of course, there's the thing about boxing too is like there's always a way around it. You can have a doctor sign off on you and say you're okay, even when you're not. You know, if you know the right people or whatever. But I'm so glad that these boxers are like taking it serious. It's like, no, I'm not gonna jeopardize my eyesight or life or death. Oh yeah, ABSC. Yeah, that would be a good fight. It would be a really, really.
Yeah, that would have been a good fight. So that's what I say. They're fighting these injuries, but a good thing that they did so you can, preserve your vision.
Exactly.
It's like now she can't fight anymore. So it's like
exactly. And yeah, it could be permanent. So Iceman, are you talking about Amadouche or AB, or were you talking about Nika when I wasn't on the show? Who you talking about?
I know
who you talking about?
He probably is because he's a troll.
Because I know you're not talking about Nika.
He's a semi-troll.
So you talking about Amadouche or AB. Who you talking about? Make yourself clear so we can respond to you. What else have you been seeing? What else have you been seeing on Twitter or on the news?
Shut up. I don't know who this Iceman person is. I didn't have no questions ready. And I just winged it. Okay, so Iceman, relax.
He's tripping. You know.
I got a compliment. So relax.
you know, whenever you're in elementary and like the kid that has a crush on you, he's like pulling your hair and kicking you and calling you names. Mm-hmm. So it's so mean. I was like, I like you. Okay, that's what Iceman's doing. He's being that guy that's pulling your hair and kicking you.
So no, the Rolly fight is this weekend. So that's pretty much.
But that Rolly fight that's going to be in Vegas.
Yes, in Vegas. It's this weekend. And then
Girl, it's going to be litty. Because
yeah,
I'm going to
next
Vegas
weekend
for-
the Haney and Lomachenko fights in Vegas. So yeah, both weekends they have good.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I didn't even know. It's like I got home on Monday and I'm going to Vegas this weekend, and then I have to go to Lafayette the next weekend. And I'm like, can I just like sit at home on my couch? Can I just
I know.
can I just enjoy my house? And then in 2 weeks I'm going, but it's all good. And it's for a title now, Crystal. Yeah, because he like Michael was saying, he keeps himself relevant on social media and talking shit and everything else.
That's like, unfortunately, that's what you have to do now.
That's the new thing, right?
You have to talk shit. Stay active on social media to be relevant, to get a fight.
Stay relevant. That is so true. Stay relevant. So I won't keep you up any longer, girl. I just wanted to visit with you for a little bit.
Yes.
You know. I'm gonna go back in here and watch the rest of these fights, but I was definitely on a high. But I appreciate.
Congratulations again.
Yes, thank you. We've got some guests coming up. I'll send them to you. We got some exciting guests, guys. Keep tuned in every Wednesday. We always appreciate the chat. We love y'all. I don't know if you shouted out D Styles, Hispanic
Hispanic
sponsors.
No, I did talk about him, but I didn't give him a proper shout out.
It's okay. It's okay. I got you. And Arthur de Tere that always does our videos and our thumbnails, and of course Kush with a C, who did our rap song. We need to do like a music video one day, but that's kind of the future, coming in the future. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great night, and thanks for tuning in, and we will see y'all next Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.